Everybody, I'm Lisa Wetzel. Thank you for joining me today. We are at the end of November, moving into December. Another year come and gone. Seems like January was just yesterday. So I'm glad you guys have made it. It's been one heck of a year. I I am going to provide you guys with a little bit of a forecast for December. I do want to give you guys a little bit of a heads up in the sense that I just got back from the channel panel, which for those of you who don't know what that is, it is a conference with we had 14 galactic channelers at this event. And so I am very galactic-y today. So I just want you to know that the Akashic Masters are going to be joined with some galactic energy. So this information may be a little bit more galactically informed than than normal, because I have a whole lot of energy that's going on with me right now. So anyway, we're going to see what happens. So here we go. What I'm going to ask the Akashic Masters is, what is the new energy that is going to be coming in December, and what can we expect to experience? What we want you to know and what we want you to understand is that the humans are going through a big evolution. We want you to understand that September started an energy flow that has magnified the Earth's energy and the atmospheric energy. We want you to understand that the humans are moving more into the truth of who they are, and they're moving by leaps and bounds. We want you to understand how excited we are to see the human evolution. We also want you to recognize that there are many assisters that are assisting with this shift and change. We're in interesting times on the earth as well as in the universe, as we are experiencing many shifts and changes. What we want you to understand is that the Akashic Masters have put in place an understanding that all human beings will begin to see more clearly with their eyes. They'll begin to understand that the mind is settling down and the energetic pattern is being more implanted and integrated in the physical structure. If you remember, we mentioned that November was a time of integration. We want you to understand that December is continuing that trend. But what we also want you to understand is that the 1212 portal is going to bring a new energy that is going to be of a higher magnitude than what has been in the past. We want you to understand that there are going to be 15 new portals that are going to be opened as the humans are now ready to receive this new form of energy. This is going to be happening in December, January, and February. We want you to see that the portals will be opening smally. That's their word. But basically what they're saying is that, and what I'm seeing is that the portal will start out small and it's going to get bigger, bigger, and bigger before it gets to the full extent of its openness. And what we want you to see is that the humans are going to find this energy more and more comfortable. What they're going to find is that this energy that's being provided to them is a peace energy. It's a form of energy that is allowing anxiousness to settle. It's allowing fear to dissipate. It's allowing the thoughts and the ideas of feeling small and insignificant to no longer be. We want you to understand that once again, that these portals will be opened around 1212. The 1212 portal energy is significantly important in this particular time, as it is bringing in a new form of love. We want you to understand that this earthly realm has never experienced this form of love in the past. It is a new form of energy that is a high frequency, that is inundated with a different geometric code than what has been experienced in the past. And what we want you to find is that the energetic properties of the earth are going to start shifting in a way that they've never done before. This geometric code energy that is coming through the 1212 portal and the additional 15 portals is going to be implemented and embedded in all the plant life and the animals and in the human. We also want you to recognize how significant the oceans are at this particular time, as they are holding a higher frequency than what is completely understood. We want you to understand that the ocean waters are holding a frequency that's actually higher than the earth. And we want you to understand that the waters are serving as a conduit of the high frequency energy that is being emitted into the earth. The geometric codes are being held in every drop of water. We want you to understand how significant this is in changing all of sea life. We want you to see that the codes are being embedded in all of the sea life, and this will soon transfer to the human realm. It will be implemented upon the earth, the dry earth, and the animals that exist on the surface, which includes all animals, all vegetation, all insects, all that is, including the humans. And what we want you to see is that this is going to shift the ideas and who the humans are to a new way of being that has not yet been experienced. We want you to understand that it is literally flipping over the human idea of who they were and what they're becoming. The information is going to be more profound than any information that has been brought forward in the past. We want you to understand that the human species are going to start seeing advancements in the way that humans will evolve in a way that they haven't been shown before, and recognize that many individuals who channel information from specific species may be receiving information in a different way than they ever had before. The information is going to become more profound and more understood. And what we want you to understand is that this is specifically important at this time because the advanced humans, or humans that are further down their path, are more ready to receive this information. It's almost like that they have gotten to the point of ending the education and they need to go a step further. And so what I'm seeing is that like maybe some people have graduated from high school and now they have to go into college. And the information that's coming in is more college bound. And so we want you to understand that these dimensional beings that are making themselves known at this particular time are holding these specific codes and truths that are going to be revealed to mankind. We want you to see that December is the prepping of this energy coming in. And again, that is why these portals are slowly opening to allow this energy to come in so that humans can become more aware and get integrated with these energy frequencies. We also want you to understand that there's going to be new epiphanies, that humans are going to have the understanding that they're showing me a light bulb. The light bulb comes on in a way that it hasn't been understood before. The eyes are shifting quickly as they're beginning to see more clearly and without haze as they have done in the past. We are excited to share this information because we want humans to understand that their genetic DNA coding is shifting rapidly. We also want you to understand that the human realm and the human perspective is becoming more lenient in what they will accept. And we are thrilled and excited about this particular prospect of humans evolving into the understanding that there's much more than what they could see with their eyes in the past. And this is exciting to us. We want you to understand that all humans are shifting, whether they recognize it or not. We want you to see that there are many around you that you can't see are following in your path, but they actually are. We also want you to understand that this is a time that we have fought for and that we have struggled with in order to help and to assist humans in a number of different ways. And we want you to see that with the energy that's coming in from these portals, it's going to allow the galactic help to become more prominent and more present in a way that they haven't been before. What you're going to begin to understand and what you're going to begin to see is that as your genetic coding is shifting and changing, you're recognizing that you're more consistent with other properties that are in the universe that allows you to integrate with these different properties. And what we want you to understand is that all is coming into fruition. Although you can't always understand with your human minds, understand that there's many old ways that are falling away, and the new way of accepting exactly who the human is coming forward. We want you to see that December is going to be an opening to all of this information and this level of consciousness, and we want you to see that this is an exciting time. The full integration of this new energy might take some time, but we want you to understand that those that are further down their path are ready to accept and to receive this information and these codes and the shift in the DNA properties. And these that are willing to transition and transmute old ways will receive quickly and transform in a snap of a finger. So what we want you to understand is that the more that you accept the energy that's being given to you, the more that you'll transition. We also want you to recognize that this is a specific time that fear and trepidation will be released. We want you to understand that there's a level of fear that has been removed from the earthly energy field that is beneficial to all. We want you to understand that this is continuing to move forward. It is not stagnant. It is moving and moving quickly. So we want you to see that the human race has hit a tipping point to where there are enough humans that are understanding that there is a shifting that's occurring that is allowing the process to speed up. We want you to understand that there are more that are in acceptance of the energy that's being emitted, and it is being absorbed more quickly than what it once was. We want you to understand that this is significant and the idea of what humans are becoming. We would like to honor you and help you to recognize how significant each one of you is. All humans that walk upon the earth have precious gifts, whether they recognize it or not, or whether you see it or not. All humans are the gift of light and love. And it's significantly important for each one of you to see that you are that love, that you are that gift of light and the coherence of all things. And what we want you to see is that at this particular time, it is extremely important for each one of you to see that you are that love. When you can truly accept yourself as being a loving being, then you'll begin to recognize that the codes will be implemented and lit up in you in a matter of seconds. So we want you to understand why it is so important for you to allow forgiveness for yourself, allow the ability to let go of the past and stand in the true moment of who you are and receive these gifts that we are giving you. We want you to understand that it is extremely important that you no longer hold on to the thoughts and the ideas that you are nothingness, or that you are less than, or that you have repeatedly made mistakes or patterns that are not in alignment with who you're meant to be. These are all false beliefs. We want you to understand that you are in complete alignment with who you're meant to be. Every human that's walking on this earth is living their path and their plan. And even though you may not see that within yourself, we are giving you the understanding and the confidence to begin to believe who you are. You are a gift that is walking on this earth. Every soul that lies within each one of you has the ability to love unconditionally. You are living the path as a human, as the soul has instructed. There have been many paths and experiences that humans have taken that they can't fully understand with their mind. But what we want you to understand is that you're living the life that is meant for you. You have excelled and exceeded in many different ways when only the mind holds you back in the belief system that you have failed. This is not so. We want you to understand that you are all continually moving forward, no matter what the circumstances are in your life or who you believe yourself to be. We know, and we know the truth of who you are. We know that you are a gift from God. You are the oneness, you are the wholeness, and you are the completeness. We want you to recognize that once again, the only thing that separates us from you and you from us is the thought and the idea of what your mind has created. We would like for you to recognize that you can let these ideas go. They are no longer needed. And what we want you to see is, once again, when you allow your mind to become free, you're going to recognize that the genetic coding that is within you will begin to ignite, and you will feel a wholeness and a completeness that you haven't experienced before, because there will be no separateness between the mind and the truth of who you are as an energetic body. You will become one. And this is what you're moving into. So we want you to understand that December is an interesting month for all humans. As they begin to see things and feel things differently, their body will begin to feel differently. You will feel energetic frequencies that you haven't felt before. You'll hear differently in a way that you haven't heard before. Your mind will begin to see things differently. When your eyes begin to shift, it will be because the mind has settled and you see the truth of what is without the interference of false beliefs. This is very prominent for the month of December, as you're moving into the new genetic and DNA coding. We want you to see that January is going to bring in more of this understanding of who you're becoming and how the physical structure is shifting and changing. And this is the gift that we're giving you. We also want to applaud you that all humans that are on this earth have taken the challenge to be here at this particular time and endure these shifts and changes. But we want you to understand that this will all be worth it, and that you are doing well. We are grateful for every human that walks upon the earth as they are walking the hard path. We recognize that there have been many that have struggled, and we want you to understand that we are here to support you and that we will help and assist you to move forward in the light that you are. We also want you to understand that you'll be gaining a new understanding of what the universe is about, how we are all working together to achieve the accomplishment of finding love. We want you to understand that you are all part of the greater plan and that your souls chose you to walk this path. You have all done well, regardless or whether you recognize it or not. The truth lies within, and we are connected to the soul's knowledge and wisdom. We are the masters of the Akashic field, and we want you to recognize that we know all. We also want you to recognize that every soul that is walking on the earth is what we are connected to. So we see and we know. We understand who all of you are, and we want you to understand that we support and that we guide your souls with every breath that you take. We want you to understand that there is not a soul that is walking on this earth that is alone. There is not one soul that is alone. Every human has a soul, and every soul has us, has our guides, and has the information that it needs in order to move forward to complete this task. And this is what we want you to know today. There are many changes that are abound, and you're going to recognize that over the next 12 months, there's going to be significant shifts in who you are and what the earth looks like. But what we also want you to recognize again is that you're not alone. We want you to remember that the 15 portals that are opening up is bringing in new energy to help to evolve and to create a more stable atmosphere so that humans can move with more grace and ease and without fear. And understand how significant this is when the human body is trying to adjust to a new way of being. And when the mind is being reprogrammed to be more at peace and at oneness, this takes time and it takes confidence. And so we want you to see that this is what's shifting. Hold on to who you are. Recognize that the truth of the energy that is coming in December is going to allow you to find more peace. Be settled. Be calm. Learn to trust your inner voice. Learn to listen to the soul that speaks to you. We want you to understand that you're gaining more guidance. You are not separate. You are coming together as one. And as you begin to understand how these energy patterns are coming to you, you will also begin to see that we have never left you. We are simply shifting and turning the tide so that all will be more as one, and there will be no separateness. And this is why we're here, and this is what we want you to know today. Okay, so what I'm seeing very clearly and what I'm understanding is that the 1212 portal is going to help us to shift even more than where we are. And I realize that, I've been doing these monthly messages for a little while now, and it always seems like, we're always moving forward. And it may seem like it's the same thing over and over and over again. But in this particular message, what they're saying and what I'm seeing and understanding is that we're getting to this place, us as a human race, and those of us that have moved through our fears a little bit more than what we once were. Obviously there's a lot of fear that we need to move through. You hear me talk about it all the time. But as we're letting go of more and more fear, and we are becoming more comfortable with being this new way, and allowing our mind to settle and not rely so much on our thoughts, but it's turning inward and start really relying more on our intuition, on that inner voice, and learning how to trust this. It's bringing up the energy pattern to be able to shift our DNA and our structure so that we can stand more in this new way of being. December is bringing in this new energy to start activating these changes in our DNA. And I recognize and I understand that this has been going on for some time, but the energy in these 15 portals that they're talking about is going to be different. It's going to bring in a new type of energy that's going to help accelerate this DNA shift. And that's what's different this month. And again, you may not see exactly how all of this is unfolding, because it has to happen a little bit at a time so that we can shift and adjust to what's happening. And you understand this is significant. I mean, this is a big deal. In literally changing our structure of what we are as a human body. But this is what's really being amplified. And in addition to these 15 portals opening up, it was very clear in the message to me that what they're saying is that there's new information that's coming in as well. So information that like me and people that channel information, it's like we got information so far into this journey, but but maybe it kind of stopped at this certain point. So for example, we may have gotten an idea of what our physical bodies are going to be shifting into. We're turning into the crystalline beings, the crystalline bodies, and our cells are expanding and shifting and changing, and we're turning more, and the light body is coming forward in a way that it hasn't. Okay, so we kind of understand this. We get this. But this information that's coming through those 15 portals is going to take us a little bit more into what's happening, reveal more information than what we've had before. And the reason why this is significant is because we as humans couldn't really fully understand what's going to be happening in the next 12 months, 24 months, 36 months, because we could only hold so much. And, it's funny because I can remember talking about these shifts and changes, way back in 2015 and 2016. I'm seeing what I was talking about 10 years ago unfolding today. But 10 years ago, I couldn't go past what's today because we couldn't even understand what was actually happening at that time. So it's almost like they're only providing us with so much information that we can start digesting. And then when it starts coming into fruition, then we start recognizing, oh, okay, now I see how this is working. Now I understand how it's happening. So now I'm ready for some more information. And that's what they were talking about. Okay, now you've graduated from high school. Now you're ready for some college information. And so new information that we haven't heard before is going to start coming in. And this new information, it's actually going to start within the next 3 months. You're going to recognize that there's going to be many differences in the way that the messages are perceived and that they are provided. So we want you to understand that these shifts are coming, and you are now ready as a human race to receive advanced information that you haven't had before. So this is what's coming. So I'm hoping that December is actually going to be a little bit quiet because, all of this information and energy has just been overloading a lot of us over the last couple of years. And it would be nice to have another integration month like we did in November, just some time to just start kind of digesting what we've absorbed, what we've let go of, and learning how to live in this new way of being. But I think that after December the 12th, we might start getting some more energy, and it might feel a little bit different than what we've been doing. I also want to just share an extreme amount of love and unconditional love with each one of you. And I hope that you can feel my love and my heart as I give that love to each one of you. And I want to share once again my gratitude for being on earth at this particular time and being able to watch all of us shift and change and watch how we are all going through this beautiful experience together, and how grateful I am for my masters and all of our guides that are guiding us through this time. It's really an exciting time, and I'm honored to be sharing it with every human on earth. So thank you. Thank you, all of you, and my truest love to each one of you. As we find ourselves navigating through this new energy and the changes that are occurring within each one of us, and we may find ourselves a little bit in question of what's happening, we might find ourselves asking, how do we let go of old past patterns? And how do we really even know who we are? And so I would like to encourage you guys to go to my website, lisawetzel.com, and click on the shop tab. And you're going to find that there are a number of tools that I'm providing to help you navigate through this time. So I encourage you to just take a chance and look into some information that might help and assist you along the way. I also want to remind you that I do provide a monthly journal so that you can start really writing down your feelings and experiences so that you can figure out what's happening to you and learn how to maneuver through your feelings and your emotions and what's transpiring at the time. I also have a quarterly magazine that is available to you as well, which is going to have the quarterly forecast and another little message that might help you along the way. I do want to remind you that my platinum members, the platinum members that are a part of lisawetzel.com, receive the journal and the magazine for free. You just have to log in as a platinum member into the lisawetzel.com website. And then you go over to the shop and you'll see where it has a platinum banner. All you have to do is click on that banner and it will take you to the free download. If you are not a member, then I would encourage you to join. This is a benefit that I provide all of my platinum members. But if you choose not to join, then you will be able to just log in like you normally do, and then you'll go to the shop and all of the items will be available to you. So thank you guys for listening to us and being a part of my group. So thank you so much.